friends, welcome back to Rustic and Lace DIY. Today I am hosting the Redecking the Halls collaboration. I'll let you know more about that in a few minutes. But first of all, if you're new here, welcome. My name is Brenda and I am so happy you stopped by today. And if you're returning, welcome back. You know I appreciate you. Well, I've got my Christmas shirt on, although it's too hot to be wearing this. So that just means that today is the first day of our Christmas DIYs for 2022. So with all that being said, let's get to crafting. Okay, here's DIY number 1. So for this DIY, I'm going to use these buffalo check half beads that I got from Amazon. This window cling that I got last year from Walmart. And then, I don't know if they have that one this year. I know they have one similar. And then these 14-inch wood rounds from Hobby Lobby and my Waverly chalk paint in the color white. So I'm going to start off by using my hot glue and wood glue to attach those two wood rounds together. Now the reason why I'm doing that is because they're kind of warped. And so this really helps keep their shape better. So after I have the rest of this hot glue put on here, I'm just going to lay one on top of the other and then hold them down for a few seconds. And and I also like the thickness it gives. Then I painted it with my Waverly chalk paint in the color white. After that, I took my measuring tape here and my pencil and I'm just marking off, I think it was like every 3 inches. And then I'm taking my measuring tape here and I am drawing lines across. Now I look at this from this angle and it's like, those are not very straight, but oh well, that's okay. That's supposed to be kind of a farmhouse, right? And it's not perfect. So once I have my lines drawn all the way across, I take my thumb and I just go around and I just start smearing the lead into that. And this is just going to give it a shiplap look. After I was done with that, I took my window clings and I just trimmed all the extra plastic that's around the pictures. I'm just using my scissors to trim it all off. And I do this on the truck as well as the words. After that, I'm taking my Mod Podge and I put this all over the board. And then I already laid my truck down with the Mod Podge. And then I'm just going to lay the words down as well. And after I have them all laid and they are adhering, I take my Mod Podge and I'm going to go over the whole thing with that Mod Podge. And that just helps protect that window clean, makes it more perfect, and gives it all this even look. After that, I took my half beads and I am just going to hot glue them all the way around this wood board. Now there's probably, I didn't count them, but they're the same size beads that I used on my previous DIY, the wood round one. So there's probably about 70 beads there. Then I took these ribbons. The first buffalo check one I got from Walmart, and then those two I got from Hobby Lobby. And I'm just doing my regular ribbon by making the awareness ribbon sign and scrunching it up in the middle and then tying a knot or tying some jute string around it. And then I'm going to do the same thing with the tree ribbon. Now I got this ribbon last year from Hobby Lobby, but they still have it this year and I love this ribbon. I think it is so pretty. So I'm just going to add it to the top of my buffalo check ribbon here and then tie it again with the rest of that jute string that was on there. And then I'm just going to dovetail the ends and fluff my bow. And once I have that done, I'm going to make a finger bow and I'm going to hold it with my second finger and my thumb, wrap it around 2 times on both those fingers. Hopefully you're getting a better view. I kind of slowed down a little bit more when I did this. Then you take that piece of ribbon that you just cut off and put it underneath all of those ribbons between your 2 fingers, pull it up from the back, go around and over into where you just wrapped. If any of that makes sense, I hope. but it's slow enough now that you should be able to rewind it if you need to watch it. So here I'm just hot gluing this those bows on, and then I hot glued the finger bow on top of the other bows. And then after that, I took some of this ribbon. I got this from Hobby Lobby this summer. It was on clearance, and I just made a hanger out of it. And then I took some of these Garland picks that I had from Dollar Tree last year, and I'm just hot gluing them behind my bows. And that is all there is for this wood round. I'm really loving wood rounds lately, you guys, and I love the way this came out. You'll have to let me know what you think about this one in the comment box below. Okay, so today's challenge is the redecking the halls, and I get together with these wonderful ladies every month and we host a challenge, and this month's theme is Christmas, of course, but we also have to do one item that is a repurposed item from a previous DIY. You'll see that in a little bit. So make sure you check out Amanda and Chantell's channels as well as the playlist. I will have links to all three in my description box below. So here's DIY number 2. Oh, I love this one, you guys. Okay, so for this one, I'm taking these wood mason jars that I got from Woodpecker's Craft, and I'm taking my Waverly chalk paints in the color Crimson and the color Moss, and then my antique wax by Waverly as well. Then I'm going to use 3 pieces of this scrapbook paper that came from this paper pack I got last year from Hobby Lobby, but they still have it. I saw it there just the other day. And then some of these poster papers or poster stickers from Dollar Tree. So I went ahead and painted the backs and most of the front of those mason jars. And then I took this 10-inch chunky wood piece from Dollar Tree and painted that with the wax as well. Then I went with my paper and I am tracing each mason jar out and then cutting that paper out. And if you notice, I used the Waverly wax on the top part of each one of those jars as well. So after I have this all cut out, which I feel like I'm in slow motion there. Oh my goodness. I took my wood glue here and I'm just putting it all around the front of my jars, and then I'm just going to add the paper right onto it. I was making a mess there. And then after that, after they were all on, I took my little finger sander and I'm just going all the way around and sanding off the edges just like you see. After that, I just took off the letters that I wanted. I wanted to spell joy, so I just took off the J. I'm adding it to the first mason jar, and then I'm doing the same with the rest just to spell out joy. And oh, I love the way these look. It's just so cute and rustic. I love it. And then I'm just going to take some jute string and wrap it around the top of each one about 4 times. And then I'm going to add some embellishments, and I'll let you watch that while I do it. So I want to take this moment to welcome you if you are new here. I am so glad you are here, and if you like home decor on a budget, holiday decor, thrift flips, gift ideas, then I would invite you to hit that red subscribe button and become part of our YouTube family. I'd love to have you join, and then make sure you let me know in the comment box that you're new here. I love to get to know you guys. And if you hit that notification bell and set it for all, then YouTube will notify you whenever I upload a video. My normal upload times are Mondays at 5 Central, but I do like to participate sometimes during the week on different challenges and playlists. So if you hit that notification bell, YouTube should notify you when I upload a video. And then if you guys like today's video, make sure you hit that thumbs up and comment, because then that helps YouTube know that my content is liked and it will push it out for others to see. So here I got these little flowers from Hobby Lobby last year, but they have them again this year. I saw them again, and I'm just hot gluing them onto the top where the twine was, and then I'm taking some wood glue and hot glue and putting them on the bottom of my mason jars, and then I'm just going to glue them onto my chunky wood piece here. And after that, I took some of these little greenery pieces and pine cones, and I'm adding them in between the jars. Now these I got from Walmart, I think a couple of years ago. I can't remember if I found them last year or not. I'm hoping they have them again. I love these. If you see them, get them. I just love them. They are just fun little embellishments. But there it is. I love the way this turned out. You have to let me know what you think about this one as well. Okay, just want to invite you to follow me on my social media accounts. I have links to all of them in my link tree in the description box below. So here's DIY number 1. Oh no, what am I saying? It's time for a celebration of your recreation. It's time for me to go to bed. Amy sent me a picture of this beautiful wreath. Amy, you did a wonderful job. Debbie, oh, I love that pillow, and her banner, just adorable. Thank you so much for sending me these pictures, you guys. And if you have any recreations or creations that you would like to share with me, you can email them to me in my email address there, or you can send them to me through Facebook Messenger or Instagram, and I would be happy to showcase them for you. So let's get on to DIY number 3. Okay, so this is my repurposed item, you guys. I just did this gnome a few weeks ago, and I really wasn't happy with it. And so I decided I wanted to reuse this metal piece that's underneath it. And I'm going to use this yarn. I got this from Walmart, but you can also use the stuff from Dollar Tree. I am going to start by removing everything. I removed the lights that were on there. I'm removing the leaves. I was hoping to save these for next year, but then that one ripped. But that's okay. I might be able to fix it. And then I'm just starting by kind of going and removing the ribbons. I did hot glue all this because I knew I'm not a real big gnome person, so I knew that I might be taking this apart anyways. So I did have to cut the burlap, and yeah, so I don't know if that burlap's salvageable because it has the hot glue on it, but we'll see. So once I had that all taken off, I'm taking some more of this ribbon, and I am just going to hot glue the ends together just like you see on the bottom of this tree. Now I'm sorry I go out of frame here, but it will pop back up in a few minutes. But I'm just going to use some hot glue. I'm putting it on the ribbon, and then I fold the end over the bottom bar and glue the ribbon together. After that, I'm just going to use some hot glue, and I'm going to put some of this yarn across the 2 bars that this ribbon is in between. So there's 2 vertical bars that go up and down, and then the ribbon is in between it. Then I'm going to take my yarn, and I'm going to wrap it around twice, and I'm going to put a little bit of hot glue along the ribbon there, just so that yarn kind of stays with it. And then I am going to wrap it around. Now you don't have to hot glue the ends. In fact, this was me trying it first, and I did some hot gluing. But as I started going, I realized I didn't want to do the hot gluing, and I'll show you why in a little bit. So I don't hot glue it on the sides. I just start wrapping. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this yarn, and I'm going to wrap it around 6 times. And once I have it all wrapped around 6 times, I'm going to lay the ribbon down over those pieces of yarn that I've looped around the tree wreath. And then I'm going to wrap the yarn around the ribbon there. I was going to do it only 4 times, but I realized I felt like it needed more. So I decided to do it 6 times. And then here I'm just finishing up the 6th time. And you guys, this did take me a while. Yeah, it took me a while. So if you try to recreate it will take a while. So then I'm going to take my yarn here, and I put the ribbon back down, and I'm now wrapping the yarn around those bars and the ribbon. And I do that 3 times. And then after the 3rd time, I'm going to move the ribbon out of the way and wrap just the bars 6 times. Now I did this all the way up, but a couple things that I did differently. And then once I got to the top there, I hot glued it and cut it off. And then I'm just showing you this was almost done, but I did something a little bit different. Oliver says hi. He was wanting my attention. As I was getting closer to the more narrow part, I decided to start folding the ribbon on the ends inward so that the ribbon got more narrow. And that's because it was really hard the first time I tried to connect that yarn to both sides. It was really hard to get that yarn through, because if you see there, I'm just moving the yarn that's already wrapped. I'm just kind of making an opening by moving it and putting my yarn through it. Well, when I didn't fold that yarn as it was getting wide or narrower, I couldn't get past the ribbon. I had a real hard time getting past the ribbon. So as it got more narrow, I just kind of tucked the sides of that ribbon inward. And so once I got done, I just kind of trimmed the top off and wrapped my yarn around it a couple of times, and then just finished going up that top. And then I'm just going to hot glue it here and cut it off. I was trying to figure out which one was the front and which one was the back. My very first set that I did is going to be the back because it wasn't perfect. So after I have that done, I just painted one of these white snowflakes I got last year from Dollar Tree, and I made a bow with that same ribbon. And I'm just going to hot glue that to the top and then hot glue the bow right in between. And that's all there was for this. Now, I don't know if you've seen wreaths made this way or not. I have. I'm probably going to make a wreath this way. This I think is really cute. I don't think it turned out the way I see the wreaths. I really like them, but I really wanted to try it on this too. You'll have to let me know what you think about it. I think it's cute. It's different, and I love different. So anyways, again, if you are new here, make sure you hit that red subscribe button before you go. Make sure you guys watch all the videos in the playlist and check out Amanda and Shantell's channels and subscribe to them if you haven't. And I will be back again on Monday, I believe, with another video. If not, I will be back for sure on Wednesday. So make sure those notification bells are set. So with all that being said, you guys, I hope you have a blessed weekend, and I will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.